Ooh. All right, that's the correct one. Let me adjust my camera real quick here, and we'll get this rolling. I don't know why it was down so low. Anyway, hopefully this is it's probably gonna be a short episode this week. We got only a couple things I wanted to talk about. So, yeah. Plus, my computer froze a few minutes ago, so hopefully it doesn't do it again while I'm streaming. So, once again, we're live here on Twitch and Kick at the same time. So that's going to be the way it is for the foreseeable future. It's kind of direction I'm kind of going at the moment. So, yeah, I'm Jerbear GT on Kick as well. And everything else, you can find my links. I share them with the YouTube videos and whatnot. So you can find it in my bio. I apologize. I'm kind of thrown off a little bit here. Yeah, PC issues have been pain in the ass lately. So hopefully I'm getting through them. Thought they were fixed. I didn't think it was going to actually freeze again, but it did a little while ago. So hopefully it doesn't do it again. Anyway, only a couple things I want to talk about this week. So over the week, the heads of Formula One have banned teams from climbing the pit road catch fences. As you know, they come towards the finish. A lot of times, the leaders, the team of the leading car, will climb the fence and cheer and whatnot. And they have now banned that, which is, I guess, for safety reasons, it kind of makes sense. But it's, to me, it's just another thing that kind of bugs me about Formula One is that they're like the how do I want to word this? The super formal form of motorsport. They have a certain way that you can certain stuff that you can wear, on pit road. A certain way that they have things going. Maybe that's just my American, kind of like NASCAR way of thinking. But it seems like their rules are very strict on what the drivers can and cannot do. I mean, technically, they're not even really allowed to do burnouts with the cars after they win. To me, a burnout should be, allowed. You shouldn't get in trouble for stuff like that. It's a race car. I mean, have fun. I mean, it's supposed to be entertaining, and it seems like they make rules to kind of lessen the fun of it. But I mean, hell, they rake in millions and millions of dollars, and they also, they're kind of growing in the U.S. market. So they're doing something right. One day I will watch a race, or at least I'll try to sit down and watch a full race. I haven't watched a full Formula One race, I think, ever. I really only see like bits and pieces here and there. But a lot of what I see, there's not much passing. And I mean, I like to watch. I mean, granted, my favorite form is rallying, and They don't race each other. They, one at a time. Um, the cars do interest me. I mean, they're very high tech, um, very sensitive to, the downforce stuff and everything. So, I mean, it is interesting. So, one day I will watch it, like I said. Um, but yeah, that's basically the rule for the climbing the catch fence on pit road is kind of like it says another rule that kind of takes a fun thing out of it. The team wants to celebrate too. Um, the guys on pit road and work on the cars and stuff. They deserve some acknowledgement, and if they want to cheer the driver at the end of the race and climb the catch fence, I feel like they should be able to do that. Um, I mean, they worked hard to get the car to where it was, to where it is, um, you know, to get to victory. So, let them celebrate a bit too. Um, but yeah, really the only other topic I kind of wanted to touch on, a little bit of NASCAR stuff. So, one of, um, well, Haley Deegan, um, has been in Truck Series for a couple years now. A lot of people are kind of criticizing her. She needs to kind of step it up this season and get good finishes and, be up there for wins. Um, and a lot of people criticizing her on, not performing, especially the first few races of the season. She's been kind of wrapped up in other people's crashes. So things not entirely her fault, but people do kind of point the finger like, you shouldn't be, you know, mid pack or whatever, and you wouldn't be, caught up in those wrecks. Um, I kind of feel like she's done one Xfinity race and she almost finished in the top 10. She was pretty close to top 10. And that was in her first race. So I think people should kind of look at that and see like maybe it's just maybe the Chuck series isn't suiting her. Maybe she would be better off um, doing an Xfinity race or something, or more Xfinity races to see how, you know, if she can actually maintain good finishes and stuff. She did finish sixth place this week. And she also has run a couple races for um, Ford in the IMSA. I want to say Mission Pilot, but it's not that anymore. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name of it. But yeah, they're Mustang GT4s, older cars and stuff. She's run a few times, and she just finished on the podium at Daytona. Um, she didn't do the second half of the race. She did the opening. The opening stint went to her, so she did the first part of the race. I forget who her teammate was. I know he's another NASCAR guy. Um, but you know, she was up there. She was running well. She kept the car clean and well as clean as she could, and finished. Got her teammate in a good spot, and they got on the podium. So, like I said, the maybe it's not her. Maybe she's just not suited for Truck Series, which there are some drivers who, kind of are like that. They go into a certain series and they don't really perform that great. It happens. I mean, look at some of these guys. there are some guys in the truck series who are super, successful in the truck series. They move up to, Cup or Xfinity, and they don't do as well. It happens. It's just kind of the way things are. Um, you have guys that switch, entirely over, they could do sports cars and then they're super successful running sports cars or, things like that. So I think over time, we'll see how this season goes, and hopefully, maybe she does another Xfinity race. Um, she is she has kind of touched bait, like said something this week or a week or two ago on a podcast for Monster Energy, which is her main sponsor. Um, that there's no real personalities in NASCAR anymore. Most of them have retired. In a way, I don't know if I don't pay as close attention to NASCAR as I used to. So I don't really, there are drivers that I like, um, but there's not really. I feel like maybe she does have a kind of a point. Maybe it's not as extreme um, as it seems. Uh, there's just really nobody that totally stands out. Um, you have Chase Elliott, who's the most popular driver, but I mean, you know, he's a good race car driver. Obviously, he's in the Cup Series and everything, but I mean, is he most popular? I mean, his dad is Bill Elliott, who won the most popular driver many, many times without, I mean, the last bunch of years of his career, wasn't really out there winning races or anything. Um, so it's not a necessity to be a super popular driver to win the most popular driver award. Um, but I think maybe she does have a little bit of a point that there isn't. Like I said, there's nobody who really stands out to me anymore. Um, I know previous years you have people um, like Dale Earnhardt. Um, you had Jeff Gordon and people like that. I mean, you still have like Kyle Busch, who I would say he does have a bit of a personality. Um, Tony Stewart, people like that who weren't afraid to uh, speak up and, kind of talk shit on either other drivers or NASCAR itself. So yeah, I think in a way she does have a point, and so really only partly agree with her. Um, but yeah, that's about all I have. That's kind of really the only opinion that I have about that stuff. And why there's all kinds of stupid notifications. But yeah, those were the only two topics I kind of wanted to get on this week. Hopefully, there's going to be more next week. Um, I did see that Von Gitten's team, the RTR team, has a new driver apparently. So that's kind of cool. I didn't see who it was yet, but maybe we'll do some more NASCAR news. I know Richmond did happen. Um, I believe I forget who won. I did see who won earlier, but again, didn't uh, didn't really stay in my mind. I know SRO was in action this week. I watched a little bit of race 2. That I know they broadcast it on, you know, whatchamacallit. It was Kyle Larson, that one. So it was Kyle Larson, Josh Berry, Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, Kevin Harvick was 5th, Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, Brad Keselowski. I gotta say, Michael McDowell has some pretty good finishes this year outside of Daytona. And I believe they're a 2-car team, but they are kind of a smaller team that doesn't have the resources of your Penske's and Hendricks and stuff like that. So for him to run as well as he does with that equipment is fantastic. I know most of that equipment is built by a couple of the other teams. I believe, I want to say Roush Engines and Penske, I think, builds the chassis. Could be wrong, but I mean, that's pretty cool though. Do like to see that stuff happen. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about this week. Like I said, hopefully some more stuff kind of sticks out to me throughout the week. Hopefully there's some more car news and whatnot. I will say I'm kind of really enjoying the new expansion in Forza Horizon 5, the Rally expansion, Rally Adventure. If you want to catch me playing that, I'm going to be playing that for a short time on Kick. So you go to kick.com/JaredBearGT. I'll be playing that for a little while before I get ready for the work week. So yeah, if you want to check that out, you can. I go live over there. This week I've went live over there actually fairly often. So yes. Battery level high. Yeah. So yeah, if anybody want to catch this live, my normal start time is like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I wait for my daughter to go to bed though, so sometimes that doesn't happen right away. So I do appreciate anybody watching. I appreciate I've got a few follows here while offline. I do appreciate those. We got a couple more subscribers on the YouTube. I also appreciate those as well. So you can find a video of this up on YouTube tomorrow. But yeah, I appreciate everybody watching, honestly. Everybody who follows, no matter, what you follow on, I do appreciate it. So yeah, as always, remember you can catch us live Sunday nights, and I'm going to get a streaming schedule out very soon. So keep an eye out for that. We do have a few car shows coming up too. So there will be some car show content coming up, which is always a good time. So once again, I appreciate it.